Good morning, everyone. So good to see you or to be here with you. Today, we're going to do a meditation on the ordinariness of life. This is from an article I was reading, and it really struck me, and I thought it would be really a wonderful thing to share. Um, so Amy or whoever from DPL has probably said hello and welcome new people and all that, but I want to say that as well. If you're new, we are so happy you're here. And if you're a familiar face and um, you've been around a little while, we're so happy you're here as well. So, um, a couple of things of reminders. So, this will be a little bit of a guided practice. And so, just keeping in mind with any of these practices that as we've said before, the idea is not to be or expect to be perfect. In fact, anytime we expect to be good at something or especially perfect at something, it usually what comes up is how imperfect or ungood we are at that thing. And so I want you to just embrace the imperfect and the ungood. I don't mean in a moral sense, ethical sense. I just mean it's okay to not be good at this. Because whatever you're doing, it's the practice is that matters. And so um, imperfect is perfect, ungood is great. And as we progress through the practice, you will notice, of course, that you may only get one or two breaths in, and then your mind is off running to your task list, what you wish you would have gotten done yesterday, who you wish you would have talked to or spoken with, or maybe you wish you would have done something differently or said something different. And that is what we need our minds for, to keep track of our lives. And so the mind is not doing anything wrong, and you're not doing anything wrong. The mind is doing exactly what we need it to do. It's just in this practice or in these practices, we're asking it to do something that it's not used to, and that is engage with one single thing, moment by moment by moment. And as anything, it takes practice. So, um, lots and lots of practice. So just remember, it's like the other day, my husband was commenting on watching a father walk down the sidewalk with his child and how the father walked on the outside of the sidewalk near the street. And it just struck my husband. He's like, what a good father, walking on the side with the street, knowing that the child was going to wander and giving him space to wander and do all of the things that the child is developmentally is perfect for him to be doing developmentally. And and that way the child had a little bit of room to wander, but also keep safe. And if the child wandered, into some rocks or weeds or stickers or something, or, then the dad had all kinds of um, time to correct him, let him look, let him explore, and then take his hand and lead him. But he didn't keep him near the street, where if he made a little detour into the curb that he could get hurt. So the interaction was very kind and loving, and I am encouraging you and inviting you to do the same thing with your mind. When you notice that it's gone off into the weeds, give it a moment. Just notice, honey, those are weeds over there. It's probably you're going to get some stickers. The rocks are hot. Let's just come back over here to the sidewalk so we can keep going down to the park, whatever we're doing. So please be that kind, that patient, and that um, holding of space for your mind as it learns this new skill. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. This is a beautiful practice here. I think you'll enjoy it. So taking a moment to find your seat, take your seat, a place where you can feel grounded and comfortable but alive, comfortable but alert, hopefully, and relaxed but present. And one of the ways that you can do this is by just noticing your body sitting in your seat, all your body parts, toes and legs and hips, your back and arms, your belly and chest, neck and head. Notice the breathing in and out, one breath at a time. And we use the breath as kind of a touchstone. When we find that our mind has wandered and we steer it back, just like that very patient and loving father, we bring it back and we bring it back to the breath. And then once we have touch with the breath, then tuning into the practice itself. So the breath is home base, tuning into the sensations of breathing, wherever you may feel this the most vividly. So this could be the nostrils, cool air coming in, warm air being exhaled. It could be the chest rising and falling, or the belly. You might even notice a little lift in your shoulders with the inhale, and then dropping with the exhale. And then I'll just invite you then to just embrace this ordinary moment here together. This opportunity to slow down and connect with your breath. And as you continue to breathe slowly, in and out, breath after breath, inviting an awareness of how your breath is breathing you, how your breath is actually breathing you. Every moment of the day, every day, while you are doing anything or nothing or everything. This breath that you breathe or that breathes you 1,000 times an hour, usually without any effort on your part. Your lungs just know how to nourish and renew all the cells in your body to keep you alive and connected to your life, to all of life, every single moment. This ordinary is extraordinary. Just this act of breathing or being breathed is a miracle. When we don't take the breath for granted, it is a miracle. When we take nothing for granted, everything can be a miracle. And life is extraordinary, abundant. And breathing, touching, hearing, speaking, singing, running water, a simple meal, a tree outside the window, all of your normal routines and everyday activities, and the people in your life. It can be so incredibly easy to lose touch with how amazing life is and to begin to take for granted people and things in life that really could render us awestruck if we'd never seen them before, or maybe knew that we might not see them again. So opening yourself to the extraordinary nature of these ordinary events and things and people in your life. So leaning in, listening, and engaging with them as if they were brand new, just like that little child on the sidewalk exploring every crack, every rock, every flower, completely captivated. In your own life, what is calling to be recognized? What is calling you to be recognized, seen anew, appreciated? All these things that we take for granted every day. Many people around the world are longing for relationships, food, fun, laughter, friendship. In fact, we ourselves may have longed for these very simple things before, and we very well may long for them again. Friend, partner, community. So just filling yourself up with this sense of fullness and richness, abundance, that comes from really noticing, truly noticing, and savoring what is already present for you in your life. Filling yourself up with a sense of amazement as you notice the extraordinary nature of your ordinary life and all that it takes to simply be present to the miracle of that. Because the ordinary is extraordinary. And when we take nothing for granted, life is full and rich. Taking another few moments here, just breathing and reflecting on the richness of your life. What is ordinary that is actually extraordinary in your life? What is ordinary but could be newly appreciated with fresh eyes? Breathing and reflecting. Just allowing yourself to see the things and people you encounter with those fresh eyes today. Because if we can respond to our experience as if it were the first day in our lives or maybe the last day, then perhaps we will have used this day very well. So let's maybe practice not taking our lives for granted, the graces in our lives, and invite you, and I will do the same, to remember to marvel at and appreciate the abundance and the richness and the fullness of what is already present. Before you begin to think about transitioning back to present time and space, I'll share with you a poem that I found um, that I hope you'll enjoy. It's called Improvement by Danusha Lamaris. And this, I think, will speak to some of us in this space. The optometrist says my eyes are getting better each year. Soon he'll have to lower my prescription. Have to lower my prescription. So what's next? The light step I had at 6? All these gray hairs turning back to brown? My skin hot as a drum? My improved eyes and I walked around town and celebrated. We took in the letters of the marquee, the individual leaves filling out the branches of the sycamore, an early moon. No, so much goes downhill. Our joints wearing out with every mile, the delicate folds of the eardrum exhausted from years of listening. I'm grateful for small victories. The way the heart still beats time in the cathedral of the ribs. And the mind watching its parade of thoughts enter and leave, begins to see them for what they are: jugglers, fire swallowers, acrobats tossing their batons in the air. Perhaps these two are things that we can, ordinary things that we can appreciate. Hope this leaves you in a place of feeling full and ready to appreciate your life today. I would love any and all feedback if you want to send me an email. And I wish you all just a wonderful day of appreciation and seeing the world anew. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.